Beautiful shot of Calgary this Tuesday morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Well, there's no doubt that many of us have been trying to make healthy changes to our diets by incorporating more plant-based recipes into our day-to-day meals. And while we want to do better for ourselves and, of course, the planet, we also don't want to sacrifice taste. Joining us this morning to show us how easy and delicious it is to make the change is Eshun Mott, Food Editor at Chatelaine. Good morning, Eshun. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great, thanks, Dina.
Good to see you.
Lovely to talk to you today.
You as well. And I'm excited because you know I'm all about plant-based options and we want more people to try these. So first things first, where do we even begin? And how come it's so true you don't have to compromise taste? People think, oh, am I going to like it? It's going to taste amazing. It's come a long way.
Well, we're going to start the day the way many people start their morning, with a smoothie. So we have a recipe here for a green apple and almond smoothie. So if you love that combination of green apples and almonds, it's an excellent snack. It's also a delicious smoothie. And what we're going to do is combine green apples and baby spinach, a little bit of ice just to give it some chill and texture, some almond butter, and Silk's new delicious almond cashew milk. The great thing about this milk is it's extra creamy and it's full of protein. So it's a perfect thing to put in your smoothie first thing in the morning.
Now, with so many options, how do you know which one to choose? Like a cashew versus an almond? Can I try this, by the way? It smells delicious.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's got that nice combination of like nuttiness and creaminess and fresh.
Yes, it's like a beautiful milkshake is what it tastes like. Nobody would be the wiser.
For sure.
So how do you know which one to use for which pairing?
So this is the thing a lot of people have challenges with.
Yeah.
You have to kind of look at the flavor of the bases and think about how that combines with the things that you eat to make best use of the product in your fridge. So as I said, this one is full of protein.
Yeah.
But then there's also soy milk. And this is like the original plant-based milk. It's the one that's closest to cow's milk in terms of flavor
It's so good.
and texture and nutritional profile. So if you haven't used a plant-based milk before, soy is a good place to start. It's very versatile.
It's creamy.
Oat milk.
It's rich and delicious. And the tartness of the apple blends with the sweetness. It's so, I'm going to down this whole thing. Now, if people are like, I don't have time. I wake up. I can't make the smoothie. You're like, listen, you could prepare something the night before, overnight oats.
For sure, for sure. So we have a recipe in the current issue of Chatelaine for an overnight chia oatmeal pudding.
Yeah.
And it's so simple to throw together. So you take 2/3, I'm going to make a portion for two. So it's 2/3 of a cup of rolled oats. And then we have 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Chia seeds are so good for you and they give you a lot of texture. Then we have 4 teaspoons of honey.
Yum. So this is readily available ingredients. You're not like searching high and low for these things, right?
No, everything here is from the grocery store.
Yeah.
A little bit of vanilla, just because it's a nice added flavor.
I love vanilla.
And then it's nice to add a little bit of dried fruit. It plumps up overnight, and you can be quite flexible with this. We're adding dried cranberries.
Yum.
Chopped dried figs are a nice thing. If you prefer dried apricots, they'd be delicious in this too.
Set it and forget it. Whatever you like, you put it in there. And it just becomes this delicious overnight bowl. Really quickly, I want to get to the crepes. Because people might not realize you can use these delicious beverages in a myriad of ways like you would anything. So how did you make these crepes? What goes into these?
So the crepes use oat milk, which is full of fiber and it's creamy. It's a very versatile base as well.
Yeah.
And to make it vegan, we've replaced the eggs with flax and water.
Oh, nice.
And the trick with crepes, now this is key, is you need to lift the pan when you're making them and rotate it around. And what you're doing then is getting the thinnest possible layer in your pan. Now, the first time you do it, it's not going to work very well. Let's just be honest. Your pan won't be hot enough or it'll be too hot. You might burn it. So just realize you might wreck the first one and then just keep going.
Now, you are so kind to bring me not 1, not 2, but 3 breakfast options to try, Eshun. I so enjoy you. You could chop it with frozen berries if you don't have fresh ones. That's good.
For sure. For sure. And we put Silk's delicious almond vanilla yogurt inside those crepes, just for an extra bit of creaminess, a little added protein in your crepe. And then it's got a berry syrup. Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you get your kids or anybody to eat your apples, by the way. This is so good. Eshun, thank you so much for these recipes. For more information and ideas, go to silkcanada.ca. Coming up next, Sid Seixeiro sits down with William Shatner. Seixeiro versus Shatner. It's a senior moment. It's a rom-com, and you'll only see it here right after this.